Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl MQ and I'm back again with another exciting video. And this time it's a day in a girl's life where she talks about what it feels like, what it's like to grow up in Copenhagen. I've always had this interest in Nordic countries and I always want to see people talk about their experiences in these countries. So today we're going to be checking out this video of a girl that talks about what it's like to grow up in Copenhagen. So you guys come with me, let's check out this video.
I really enjoy and love, honestly, to live in Copenhagen because it's a free city and there's a lot of benefits by living in Copenhagen. We have different parks and lakes and we have a waterfront, but I also really do love the architecture and how the city is connected.
Copenhagen, sustainable, safe and bicycle friendly. It consistently numbers among Europe's most livable cities. But Denmark's capital is also one of Europe's most expensive cities. What's life here like for young people?
My name is Clara and I'm 20 years old. I grew up in Copenhagen and I have always lived here. And today I'm gonna show you a day in my life. Hi, come on in and I'll show you where I live. This is our hall where we have a lot of photographies, which makes it a bit more personal, I believe, because my dad took them. And then we have our living room. I'm living with my little brother and my mom and my dad, and we have lived in this apartment for my whole life.
Lots of wood, light and cosy furnishings are part of a Danish way of life called Huga. Clara has her own definition.
When you're really cozy and when you're with some people that you really love and where you can truly be yourself and not think you have to be someone else, then when you can relax and you're just having fun, then it's really hygge. This is my room where I can totally relax and recharge. And I could say that one of my favorite things about my room is this cup holder, cup shelf that my dad built for me last summer. And it's kind of personal because I'm collecting cups from all over the world.
Clara's room is also her workshop for creative hobbies and where
She's a Minion fan.
she keeps her souvenirs.
Oh, the graduation hat.
This is the graduation hat that you get when you finish high school, and you can see on which high school.
You know, I feel so excited when I see certain Nordic things, or let's say in this case now, Danish things that I understand. Because as we all know, I've been reacting to a lot of Nordic videos, a lot of videos from the Nordic countries, Denmark, Sweden, Finland, that I'm so familiar with some of these things. Immediately I saw this hat, I just knew what it was about because I've reacted to several videos that they made reference to this graduation hats, and it feels so good when they talk about things that I understand. I feel as though I've been to Denmark before from just watching lots of Denmark videos. Do you get? So it's something that I really love to do, and it gives me so much joy when I can relate, or should I say when I understand some of these little things. If not that I've been watching a lot of videos about Denmark, I would have known this thing. So it gives me joy. It's little, but then it's something. It gives me joy, honestly.
School you went on based on the color, so mine is navy blue. And I graduated last year. And it's also really common for people that you know, both friends and family, to write greetings in it when you're done. And also to write your last grade from your last exam.
Like most young Danes, Clara's putting in a gap year, a break after graduation. So she doesn't have what you'd call typical days, but she does have a regular breakfast.
For breakfast, I'm usually having oatmeal. I really like oats and to start off the day really good. And normally I have topping, which is frozen fruit. But sometimes I also do fresh apples or oranges, but it's always oatmeal. My bike is like any other accessory to my outfit. It's just like a part of me. I really like it so much. I have been biking alone around Copenhagen since I was 6 years old, and many people think that's totally outrageous, but that's for 14 years now, and I was only in one small accident just here recently, And on 14 years, I believe that's like a good statistic.
With over 400
Wow, for a 6-year-old to be able to go out cycling, go cycling alone really says a lot about the country. Wow.
kilometers of bike paths, Copenhagen is known as the world's most cycle-friendly city. Over 60% of its residents hop on their bikes daily, defying a yearly average temperature of barely 9 degrees Celsius.
I like living in a city where the focus on the environment is like a huge part of our way to look at the world. We are at Amalienborg, which is the royal castle and the residence of the King and the Queen of Denmark. I'm not the biggest royalist, but I do like the Danish royals. And also I believe that it's really a symbol of freedom and that we are free in Denmark, that you can bike over the square and you can get so close to the buildings where the royal lives. You don't see that in so many other countries.
That's absolutely true. You don't see that in so many countries. Like in Nigeria here, where I live and where I come from, royal families like these and the elites, most of them, you can't really just go around their houses because they are always guarded with securities, you get. So they are usually not easily accessible. So seeing this also is actually really pleasant.
Clara is currently working 15 to 20 hours a week to cover her living expenses and pay her parents a little rent. She also administers a social media account about mental health topics. She's taking some photos for it.
I'm earning 160 crowns per hour, and I'm trying to, now that I don't have a full-time job, I'm trying to live for the amount of salary I get from this job. Hi, Liva!
For lunch, Clara meets up with her friend Liva at one of their favourite spots, the Danish Design Museum's cafe. They're both going through the same phase of life and enjoy talking about their experiences.
In Denmark, it's really common when you graduate from high school to take one or multiple gap years, and that is what we both are doing. We have been working the past couple of months, and now we both have free time because we quit our jobs and we're like waiting to do the next thing.
Liva has...
You know, I was going to ask why they don't have jobs yet, because I feel I'm made to understand from the videos I watch that jobs are not so hard to find in Denmark like it is in my country. So I was going to ask before she said it, that I was going to ask why they don't have a job yet. Do you get? But from what she said, they actually quitted their jobs and are ready to explore something else, right? So yeah, that makes sense.
Plans to travel around Europe, while Clara will be starting at the 𝐋𝐈𝐊𝐄 in the fall to study creative writing. 𝐋𝐈𝐊𝐄 are Danish boarding schools for young adults. There they focus on self-development and learning of new skills without exams or grades.
Now it's like more up to us to really think about our identity and who we want to become and who we are. And yeah, I think it's scary. And I also believe that many young people here in Denmark and all around the world also think that this part of time in life is a bit scary.
Yeah, because it feels so defining for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And you're being told, do what you want to do, but also there's a lot of expectations.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's And I feel like also, as you said, like our lives have been like carved before us, and now we have like the choice is all up to us. So
now we have to like build our own way.
And it can be like existential to think about.
Later in the afternoon, Clara meets up with her father when he comes home from work. He does the cooking at home, but the family gets takeout about twice a month. Clara's father, Rainer, is German, but he's been living in Denmark for over 20 years.
Wow.
No, when I was young in Germany, a gap year wasn't really something you do. So I never did it for myself. But I think for my daughter and also my son, it's super nice that they can do it, because when you look at the retirement age, they will work for a long time.
Yeah.
So I think they should explore life as good as they can now when they are young, and then everything will happen later. So I'm happy that they have the possibility to do so.
Generally, young Danes move out of their parents' house around age 22, 5 years earlier than the European average. Clara has no such plans. She enjoys living with her family.
The rent in Copenhagen is extremely high, and I wouldn't afford to like just move out now. And I'm aware of I'm not getting this time again. So when I move out, it's like probably for good. So I just really want to enjoy the time that I have with them, because we are really like, we have a really strong relationship.
It's so obvious that they have a really strong relationship. Like, I was going to say that the bond between her and her dad is so beautiful to see. And then she said it.
So this was a day in my life living here in Copenhagen. Farvel!
Ooh. The day in her life seemed so short. I was enjoying the video so much that I wanted it to last forever. But unfortunately, it's so short. The video was so short. It was so brief. Maybe because I was enjoying it a little too much. I love to hear about things happening in these Nordic countries because their system works. And for me, who lives in a system where nothing really works, I kind of imagine or wish to be in a country where they have everything figured out, like the Nordic countries. So that's why I derive joy, I derive pleasure from watching these kinds of videos, just so I get familiar with how other people in other countries live their lives. And it's so beautiful to see. I enjoyed this video. I hope you did too. If you did, go ahead, like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Thank you guys for watching. And if you want to watch the video uninterrupted, this video is from DW News. The link to the original video is in my description. So do well, check it out and give them all your support. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.